All right, what is going on, everybody? Paul James here. If you can hear me loud and clear, let me know in the chat box. I want to make sure that we are good to go here. Today, we're talking about how you can make thousands of dollars a day starting an AI lead gen agency. Now, what this is here today that we're going to cover, I'm going to walk you through step by step how to set it all up and the software we use and all of that. This is something that is for my private coaching students, and I hold these weekly sessions. And we have the next session happening in a few days as well. But I'm holding this one here this week. And obviously, because I'm holding it here, there's going to be some people that are attending that are not normally a part of it. So I guess consider this like a sample of what you could expect if you decide to join us. Now, if you're already a customer of Passive AI Money Machines or DialHawk, you can attend these weekly. Just make sure you reach out to our support desk at pauljames.com/support. Again, today you'll learn what we're going to be covering, but we're going to be talking about how to make thousands of dollars per day doing an AI lead gen agency. And that's what we talk about every single week, is how new strategies on how to implement this and how to use DialHawk to do all of this. Now, if you already have a DialHawk account, again, you get access to the future sessions like this one for free. You just need to make sure your account is active. If you do not have an active account, we have a link right here, pauljames.com/activate. You can go ahead, grab an active account, get it activated, and you can get started right away. And just make sure you whitelist our email addresses, paul@pauljames.com and events@pauljames.com, because that's where you'll get the notification. So add them to your contact list in your email. You know, if you see them go to spam, make sure you throw them not in spam and mark them as important so that you're making sure you're getting the invites to these sessions. So we've got a lot to cover today. If you're not familiar with what an AI lead gen agency is, it's kind of what it sounds like. You're generating leads for business owners. Think roofers, think plumbers, think HVAC, think nail salons. Okay, and you can get paid anywhere from $50 to $100 just for making their phone ring. That's what we're going to do. We're going to be setting up tracking phone numbers. We're going to be setting up assets across the web that generate them leads. Today, we're going to focus on one particular type of asset, but every week we cover new ones. Like our next session, we might cover AI generated videos and how we generate leads that way. For some of the lower ticket lead gen niches like nail salons or things like that, you might charge $10 to $20 a call. But the cool part is that you can decide what you want to do, and it's really easy to get started. So let me know in the chat box by giving me a yes if this sounds interesting to you. And I'm excited that you're here, excited to have you. If you need any help at all setting up DialHawk or anything we talk about today, visit pauljames.com/support, put in a support ticket. And again, just make sure you're registered for these sessions by having an active account, and go to pauljames.com/activate. So I'm going to jump right in. So inside of DialHawk, the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make sure you get your tracking phone numbers set up, or your account set up to buy tracking phone numbers. So inside of DialHawk, you're going to have this training tab down here on the left-hand side. And when you start setting it up, you're going to be able to connect Twilio. It's like a 3-minute video. It'll show you how to connect your API key. It goes underneath your account settings tab right here. And then you'll connect a mail driver, which is MailJet. It's free to use. And that also goes under your account settings tab. Again, there's just like these 4-minute videos to watch. And then there's this accepting payment video, which is another like 1-minute video. It'll tell you how to connect your PayPal and Stripe account so that people can pay you for your leads automatically every single week without you having to do anything. So again, these literally take you like 5 minutes to watch these training videos and get set up. And if you have any trouble at all getting them set up, just visit pauljames.com/support. We literally have people who will do it for you. You can just, they'll log right into your Twilio account, link it up to your DialHawk account, and make sure you're good to go if you can't figure it out. But you'll probably figure it out on your own because it's really easy and I walk you through it step by step. So what we're going to focus on today, and I think that this will be really interesting to you. Of course, you can generate leads through sites like this that you build and then you rank them in Google, but that takes a little while, right? You're going to have to wait for the site to rank. So I thought today it would be very interesting if I showed you how to make thousands of dollars per day with this AI lead gen agency by setting up a simple landing page and running Facebook ads to it for low budget. Like I'm talking $5 per day. So you don't need much money at all to get started with this. And then maybe in our next session, we'll talk about how to do AI generated videos. So these are like faceless videos that you just put up on social media and they generate leads. And we'll talk about that in the next session. Again, you just need an active Dialhawk account to join these sessions, and we're holding them every week for the next few weeks. And yeah, I mean, just go to pauljames.com/activate. But let's get started with this one. So the first thing that you really want to do, and by the way, you get access to all this training as well. So it's in ThriveCart, and if you don't see that after you're joined, or if you have been a customer for a while and you need access to this, again, visit the support desk. We'll get you access to that as well. I just wanted to make sure that that was clear too. Anyways, so let's get started. The first thing that we need to do is we're going to need a solid offer. Now, what I mean by that is, in order to entice people with an ad, you need something that people are going to be like, ooh, I really want that. Like, they know that they want to take action on whatever they see on Facebook. So one of the ways that I like to find good offers is if it's something like a roofer, like it's kind of obvious. It's like free quote, right? Get a free estimate. Or if it's like duct cleaning or something like that, you might be able to run a special like, I don't know, get 2 of your ducts cleaned free when you order a full house duct cleaning or something like that. But for some of the other niches out there, you might not exactly know what is a good offer on Facebook to actually entice people into coming and clicking on it. And by the way, if you're wondering what kind of results you can expect, I'll just show you. I'm running ads, and you can see here, I've got some purchase ads going, but these are the ones that I think you'd be interested in. $3 a lead, $2.82 a lead. Now, the ROI on that is insane because, like I told you, some of these leads we sell for as much as $50 per lead. Some of them are on the lower side, more like $10 per lead. But when you set up these low-cost Facebook ads and you're cranking out leads like that every single day, I mean, look at the amount of leads I generated today, 7 here and 16 here. I mean, you do the math, that starts to really, really add up. And you don't need to be like some sort of expert or tech wizard to do this. Like, you're going to be able to do this just by following what I'm outlining here for you today and just having a Dialhawk account, which is right here, so that you're able to automate all of this process, because we're going to be using that today in this video. So I'm going to go through here on Groupon. This is where I really like to go and get ideas of what I might be able to turn into a Facebook ad. So for example, I can see that there's been some people that have done this one right here. 134 reviews, and it's got a 4.9 star rating. And I just went in here and I typed in nail salons in Orlando. So I'm going to target the Orlando area. And what I want to do is I want to look on this right side here and see which ones have been purchased more often. So I see we've got 210 bought this one, 60 bought this one, 90 bought this one, 20 bought this one, 30 bought this one. So for this one, 210 bought, that's pretty good, right? So I think that I would want to emulate this. So now what I'm going to do to emulate this, and I'm going to put this out as action steps so that you guys really see how easy this is. Number 1, decide on an offer. If it's easy, you can use just free estimate, like for like roofing niches, home service niches. If it's something more complicated, pop over to Groupon and see if you can get some ideas there. Step 2 is set up a 2-page lander. For your offer. You're just basically going to rebuild the offer. Okay, now you can use a couple of different platforms to do this, okay? And you can either use WordPress, and I've got some training. WordPress is a free drag and drop web builder. You just need hosting. I've got training inside when you join at that link here at Activate, pauljames.com/activate. Or if you already have an active account, you have access to this already. It's in your ThriveCart. If you need help, just reach out to support. But I have training here where it says creating a website. We use WordPress for that. That's more of a full-blown website though. That looks like this, but you can still do what I'm gonna do today using WordPress and doing something similar. We just use a variety of free plugins like Elementor to build this out. It's just it takes a little bit more time because, you know, it's more cost effective. So as you start to do stuff that's more cost effective, the trade-off is it takes a little bit more time. The other thing that you can do is you can use something like ClickFunnels. So I have a ClickFunnels account still because most of my funnels that I've had up for years a lot of them are over there. But recently I'm using HighLevel. And if you go to highlevelpages.com, this is my link, you get a free 30-day trial. as well as you also are going to get, I'll show you what it looks like. You also are going to get a free course on how to set everything up as well. When you go to this page, highlevelpages.com, you just go and click get free course plus bonuses, and you're going to get a free course on how to use it. It's going to come with a kickoff call, a 30-day free trial to their web page builder and all that stuff that you're going to see me using here today. So just for ease of use, because they already have templates built in, I'm going to use this today. But again, you can use whatever you want. If you already have a web page builder that you like to use, that's fine. But the main thing that we're going to do is we're just going to use it to build out a website. So if you want to use the one I'm using today, it's highlevelpages.com. And when you go to that link, you'll see this page, and you're going to get a free course that shows you how to set everything up, custom domains, gives you the kickoff call. It's a Zoom call with them on getting your account set up. And then you're also going to get a free 30-day trial, which is an extended trial. So you literally can try this out for free today if you get in on this right now. Okay, so with that being said, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna rebuild out this offer right here, which is short, simple, full set with 2 nail designs. They're running at 33% off. It's $36.85. So we're gonna set up a similar offer. Now, what you can do is you can find someone in town. It could be this exact company, right? Because we already know that they do the offer. And we could literally run Facebook ads and start sending them leads, let them try out some leads by setting it up in Dialhawk as a forwarder. We're gonna forward the leads over to them. And then we're gonna set up a whisper text at the beginning that says something like, this lead was provided to you by Paul. We'll send them a couple leads, and then we'll reach out to them and say, hey, I'm Paul, I'm the guy that's been sending you the leads. Do you like them? They'll say yeah, and then we'll tell them how much it is to keep going. Now Groupon takes 50%. So we know that if it's $37, they're paying over, what is that, $17.50 a lead to Groupon. So we know that if we sell it to them, they're gonna be willing to pay us upwards of $15 per lead. Now, again, let me do the math here. You can see the kind of cost per leads that we're getting, $2.82, $3 here, and we generated 16 leads and 7 leads on those two. So think about that, do the math on that. That is a huge ROI, and as you're gonna see, this is not much work to get going. You just need to take action on this. It's not a whole lot of work. So let's set this up. And again, we could go after competing nail salons too, and look at what kind of specials competing nail salons are doing. We could modify our offer based on what they're doing and send them leads too if we want, but we'll just say that this is our offer. So High Level Pages, that's my link, highlevelpages.com. They have this website builder. It's on the left-hand side. You come down to sites, and you can also build up full-blown websites in here as well. You can see right here, they have the websites tab and all of that stuff. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna build out the funnel, because we only need 2 steps, which means we need the page that's gonna capture the information, and then we need the thank you page. So we're gonna click new funnel. And this is why I like using them, because they have all these templates built in. So we're gonna click from templates. We're gonna hit continue. Now let me show you, if we were doing like a plumbing offer, you can come in here and click preview and just look at all the templates that they have. Like, they're all built out and they look really good right out of the box. And this is why today, although there's other options on the market that you can use, this is why I'm recommending that you use High Level Pages. Because of these templates, it's gonna be easy for you to implement. You can literally rewatch this coaching call right now today and pause and play it and set it up along with me. Plus, because it has a free 30-day trial, all you really need to get started is, this is free to start with. You'll start generating leads, making money. All you really need is an active Dialhawk account to actually make this all work and go. And if you go to this link here, the pauljames.com/activate, you can get a deal on that as well for the lowest price it's ever been. Plus, it's going to include the future sessions like this one, where I walk you through how to set everything up, which in and of itself is like worth its weight in gold, right? So anyways, that is why I'm recommending this to you. So I'm gonna do nails. We'll type in nail and see what we have here. You can see they have lots of different templates, and you can click the little eyeball button to preview them and decide which one you like best. Okay, I think that I'm gonna go with this one. So I'm gonna hit continue. It's gonna go ahead and load this template into my account right now. If you guys are enjoying this, by the way, please let me know. I love feedback, and you know, I love doing stuff like this. So I just want to see you guys be really successful and continue to use the stuff that I recommend forever, because obviously when you win, I win. So it's a win-win. That's why I do this. And that's why I'm going to continue doing more sessions like this when you join us today. Okay, so we're going to refresh the page. Okay, here we go. So this is our funnel setup right now. We have an upsell page and then we have a thank you page, and this comes out of the box exactly as you see it. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to head under the settings tab. And the reason why we're going to go into this tab is because this is the settings for the entire site. And we want to throw our Facebook pixel on there. Now, you can get your Facebook pixel by going to business.facebook.com and then going into Ads Manager once you sign up for an account there. Anyone can go and create a Facebook Ads Manager account, a business account, and then it's going to be on this left-hand side. You're going to click Events Manager and then Data Sources, and then these are going to be where all your pixels are. So you'll probably only have one in here. I have a bunch because I have a bunch of different projects that I'm working on. But what I want you to do is I want you to come down where it says Dataset ID, and I want you to copy that ID. And here's where AI comes into it. And this is why one of the reasons why we call it an AI lead gen agency. But I'm going to use ChatGPT to help me generate my Facebook pixel. So I'm going to say, Chat, please give me a Facebook pixel for this dataset ID with a page view. Okay, you're going to want to type exactly that. And look, here it goes. It generated it for me now. And this just makes it easy. Now all I have to do is copy this code, and I'm going to put it right here in the tracking code. And what this is going to do is for every page on the website, it's going to show that for me now automatically, which is great. So I don't have to do anything. So you can also select the domain here or add or edit it. Like I said, when you join through highlevelpages.com, this link right here, I'll also leave it in the description since I'm doing this one here on the channel. Normally we do these sessions not on the channel though. I'm doing this as a special one-time thing. But when you join through here, this will come with a free course on how to use the software, how to add domains, and it'll also come with Zoom call to get on call with them and set it up. But anyways, that's where you would add it. So I'm just going to save that. I'm not going to put a domain on it since this is just like a demo for you guys. And I'm going to name this, I'm going to rename this Nail Salon Demo just so that we keep track of it. Okay, so let's go and let's start editing things so that you can see just how easy this is. So what we're going to do is we're also going to go to the thank you page, and we're going to do this step first because this is going to be the easiest part. So we're going to edit the thank you page by clicking edit. And we're going to get rid of the stuff we don't want. Like, we don't really care about this logo, so we're going to get rid of that. We don't really care about this logo down here or any of this stuff. So you can see just how easy this is. You just really just go in and delete what you don't want. We don't need this button. We don't need any of this stuff. So remember, this is step 2 of the funnel. So after they visit our first page, they're going to see our offer that's going to tell them they can get a full set done for $36.85. They're going to land on this page. So what I want this page to say is, thank you. Please call to confirm your appointment ASAP. Your appointment time ASAP. And then we're going to put the phone number here. Now this is going to be a tracking phone number that you get from inside of your DialHawk account. You're going to go under the campaigns tab. You're going to create a new campaign and call it like Nails Orlando. You're going to come under phone numbers and you're going to grab a new phone number. And then you're going to paste that phone number right here. So let's just say this is my phone number. And then the other thing we're going to do is we're going to just hyperlink it. So we're going to highlight it. We're going to click this little chain link button. And to hyperlink a phone number, you just type TEL : and then you type in the phone number. just like that. And what that does is when they're on mobile now, it's going to show it as a hyperlink. I'm going to get rid of this bottom one. It's going to show it as a hyperlink so that they can tap to call. So that's going to turn it into a phone call immediately, and you're going to be getting paid per call. But there's another thing we're going to do. We're going to utilize something called a form submission call inside of Dialhawk 2, which basically means that when someone fills out a form on your page, if they put in their phone number here, Dialhawk will automatically call the owner of the nail salon, and then it'll tell them to press 1, and it'll transfer them to the person that filled out their phone number in this form. So I'll show you how to set that up as well in a minute here, but this is just kind of like another way to make sure that we turn it into a phone call. We're just kind of covering all of our bases here. Okay, so that's done. This page is basically done. There's just one thing left that we have to do. We have to put a lead pixel on this page, because this is the second step of the funnel. We want to tell Facebook that whenever someone hits this page, they are officially confirmed as a lead. And what this is going to do is this is going to train Facebook on exactly what a lead means to us, meaning that they actually gave us information and that they are now a lead. And Facebook will use that information to keep showing our ad to the right people. And you'll see what I mean by that as we get going and we set up the actual targeting for this ad. So in order to do that, I'm just going to ask them, can you ask ChatGPT, can you give me a lead tag for this as well? And hopefully it'll just separate it. Okay, I'm gonna ask just the lead script, please. We don't want the whole thing this time. Here it is. This is what we want. So we're gonna copy the code, and we're gonna come up here, see this little thing at the top left, it says tracking code with the brackets, click that, and we're gonna paste that in right there and save that. So now, if we save this, every time someone sees this now, they're going to automatically, Facebook's going to categorize it as a lead. Now there's a little, I'm going to copy this so that I can show you what I mean. Inside of Google Chrome, there's an extension. It's called the Meta Pixel Helper. If you download it on Google Chrome, just go to Google and search Meta Pixel Helper and download this Chrome extension. It'll show you if you have the pixel installed correctly. It'll show it right here like lead and page view. So now we know it's set up correctly so that when we start setting this up, we know we're not making any mistakes. So that's just a little helpful tip there. Okay, so we're good to go. We've got page 2 done, which is our thank you page. Now we're gonna click here. This little box up here at the top in the center switches between your pages. So this is our main page right here. And this is where we're going to actually show the offer. Now, I'm gonna get rid of all these extra sections for right now, just to save time. But if you wanted to, you could go all out and put like different things here if you want. I'm just choosing not to because I don't need to right now. But if you want to, you can. Like, it'll only add to the professional look of the page. But I'm gonna do this quickly so that you can see, so that we can start setting up an ad for it. So I'm gonna do short, simple, full set with 2 nail designs. So save 35% today only. Get a simple full set with 2 designs for just, let's see, what was the price again? $36.85. Now the beauty of this is if we sell these leads straight to this company, we already know that they love paying for leads. And we know that they're paying over $15 per lead. Okay, closer to $17 per lead, because that's what they're paying Groupon right now. So we could literally go to them and say, hey, we'll sell you our leads for $15 or $12, just a little bit less, or we could do it for the same price. Like, they probably would just love more leads. Okay, so right here, we're gonna put a form below that. And the form is what's going to capture their information. Plus, we're gonna turn it into a phone call as well with Dialhawk. And that's what's going to really power everything here and make this very, very passive for us. And what's gonna happen is I'll explain as we get going. But basically, I'm going to hit the plus icon here, and I'm going to drag in a form element. And we need to select which form we have. Now, I've already built out a form for this before I hopped on the call. But if I didn't, I'll put it up here and then I'll show you. If I didn't, I would just have to click that create a new form button. So if I click edit form, I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so it's just a drag and drop editor. If I want to put a new field in, I drag in the field, and just like that, it's good to go. But this is just a simple form. I asked what date they wanted to come in, their first and last name, their phone number, because I'm going to have DialHawk call them and connect them with this nail salon instantly. Okay, and then an email. And then we have this button. Let me change this to schedule now. Or let's say claim my deal. Maybe schedule now and claim my deal. So you see just how customizable and easy this is to do. Okay, so if I save this, that should be updated. I'll preview it so that you can see. There it is. So it's all updated. So what's gonna happen is when they fill this out and they hit schedule now and claim my deal, it's gonna go to the next step. Right here, we need to select that here. Go to the next step. And the next step, of course, is this page 2 right here, which is the thank you page. And they're going to come to this page. They're going to be classified as a lead because we put the Facebook pixel on there. And they're going to tap this button to call, which is going to be a DialHawk call tracking phone number. DialHawk's going to register the call. It's going to give us a call value depending on how much we're charging. So in this case, probably like $15. And automatically we can train DialHawk to send out an invoice to them and bill them $15. We can do that every week, every day if we want. Total up all the calls for how many came in for that day, send off the invoice, and we get paid automatically on autopilot. But there's one other thing that we can do. Remember I told you that we can train DialHawk to actually call the person that filled out the form right here? So the way we do that is with a quick call form. And under the main page here, all you need to do is, this is on the first page where your form is, you go under the tracking code option, under the header here, you go into your DialHawk account under your campaign where the phone number is, and you go under this form submission calls tab, and you're gonna just put in a message. You have a new lead from Paul, and then afterwards, DialHawk's gonna say press 1 to be connected, and you just select which phone number you want to dial. So you're going to connect it to these guys. I'm not going to do that because this isn't a real campaign, but that's what you would do. Then you grab this line of code, you copy it, and you paste it right here. And that happens all automatically now. We save the changes, and now anytime someone comes to this page, they fill out that phone number, they hit schedule now, they're going to land on page 2, they're going to instantly, this company's instantly going to get a phone call, they're going to be told to press 1. They're going to press 1, they're going to be connected with the person who filled out this form. DialHawk's going to automatically total it up, add it to their report so that they get invoiced for it all automatically. You get paid straight to your PayPal or Stripe account. This all happens on autopilot. Boom. So just like that, you're set up, right? Not hard. This is super easy. So what we need to do now is we need to grab this URL and we need to set up a Facebook ad because now we need to get people coming to this page. Okay, we have our offer, we have our pages set up, we have our pixel installed, we have Facebook knowing what is qualified as a lead, we have DialHawk set up with a tracking phone number with a quick call form so that they automatically gets turned into a phone call right away. And again, if you need any of this stuff, because I know I'm trying to move kind of fast here, if you need any of this stuff, go here, pauljames.com/activate to get set up on DialHawk. Plus, you'll get access to these future coaching sessions, which this is a one-time thing I'm doing here on the channel. Normally, these are private sessions held for members only. And then step 2 is you're gonna need a landing page builder if you wanna do what I'm doing here today on this call. In the future, we'll talk about how to generate leads with videos and AI faceless content and stuff. But the one I'm using today to do these landing pages is HighLevelPages.com. You can grab your free 30-day trial by visiting that link. It looks like this. And you'll also get the free course and everything as well that helps you build out web pages in HighLevel Pages. Okay, let's set up the Facebook ad. I think we're ready to tackle that bit. So we're gonna come into Facebook under adsmanager.facebook.com or go to business.facebook.com and then go into Ads Manager. You wanna get to this screen that looks like this. It's your campaign screen, okay? And you wanna hit create. You wanna set it up exactly as I'm showing you how to set it up right now. If you set it up exactly how I show you, it's gonna work the way it should. Do not deviate from this. Pause this if you need to and rewatch it again. Pause it and set it up with you as you go along. We're gonna hit leads. We're gonna hit continue. We're gonna do a manual leads campaign. I know that they're gonna wanna use like their automated system to try and rope you into doing it the way they want you to do it. You're not gonna do it that way. You're gonna follow what I say, okay? We're gonna call this nail salon. Okay, next we're gonna come down. We're gonna turn on Advantage Campaign Budget. You can set this for as little as $5 per day, and you can scale it up as you go. Once you start selling leads, feel free to scale this up. But what the Advantage Campaign Budget does is it splits your budget evenly across your ad sets and your ads. So if you decide to split test 2 different ads on Facebook, it'll split that $5 budget across the 2 ads rather than charge you $5 for each ad. So that's what I recommend you do. Okay, so we're gonna hit next. We're gonna do, for ad set name, we're gonna do Orlando, and we're gonna do Facebook feed. This is where I recommend you start. This is the easiest type of ad to set up, and I name my ad sets based on my targeting, okay? So we're gonna do conversion is gonna be website. You're gonna select the data set. This is your Facebook pixel. You should only have 1 probably in your account. I have multiple because I have multiple pixels. The conversion event, and this is really important, do not miss this step, is the lead. Okay, the lead event. And remember, that's the pixel that we put on this thank you page right here. That's why it was so important to get that part right. Okay, next, we're gonna scroll down to audience controls, and this is important. Right here where it says Advantage Plus Audience, although I like using the Advantage budgeting options on a campaign level, I don't like using Advantage Plus for anything else. So I'm gonna switch to original audience options right here. Now this is gonna give you full control, and that's why I like using it. Now, a lot of people think that they need to put in all these different interests, like maybe like nails and stuff like that, and that's where people go very, very wrong. What I recommend you do is I recommend that you only target by location for this. So where it says location, we're gonna come in here, we're gonna remove United States, and we're going to type in Orlando, Florida, because that's the location we're targeting in this video. And if you wanna get really specific, you could go back to the Groupon, you could look at where they're located. They've got their address right here, Grant Street, and then you could find it on the map. Let's say it was, I don't know, let's say it was over, I'm not gonna actually look for it, but just pretend I did. Let's say it was over here. You could drop a pin, boom, there it is. And you could say within 10 miles of their location. That way it's super hyper targeted to their location. And then just like that, you're good to go. For placements, we're not going to use the Advantage Plus placements. You could also switch the gender, right? If you want to switch it just to women, for example, in this scenario, you could do that. For the placements though, we're gonna change this up because we're gonna use manual placements. Again, I don't like using the Advantage Plus stuff. And we're gonna turn everything off for this one other than Facebook. But we're only gonna do one type of Facebook thing, and that's gonna be the newsfeed. So just uncheck everything except for Facebook feed. So that's this one right here. That's basically when you're scrolling on Facebook and you see something pop up, that's a Facebook feed ad. Okay, so we're gonna hit next, and now we're gonna create our ad. Now, normally what I recommend you do is create a new Facebook page specifically for this. You could call it like nails, best nails of Orlando or something like that. And then post it on the newsfeed how you want the ad to read. I'm gonna show you in a text document how I recommend you do it. I recommend you do an ad that looks something like this. Hey Orlando, today only we are offering a crazy deal on a simple full set with 2 designs. for only, you're being very specific in here, 33, whatever it was, 33.85. Claim your deal. Well, let's say limited appointments available, and then paste your link to your page that you created, and then put some sort of picture of like nails or like whatever is going to be, you know, similar to what you're offering. Okay, so I recommend you post that, and then you can come in Facebook, and instead of creating an ad, you can click use existing post, uncheck multi-adverse ads, and then just scroll down here and select the post that you created. Okay, it would just be like that. Boom, you'd select the post and then it would show up. Okay, but I don't have a separate Facebook page created with it, so I'm not gonna go and create a new Facebook page and all that jazz. I'm sure you know how to create a Facebook page. Pretty straightforward. But then you come to the call to action, and you're going to add in the call to action for, this one's actually being run on another ad, so I have to change this to a different one. Let me just find one. Okay. Because that one is being used by an ad, I had to pick a different one. We need to add in our call to action now, which is going to be our link, and it's right here. See where it says call to action? Click add button. The button's going to be learn more, and then you're going to paste in the link to your page. Okay, that's this page right here that you just created, this one. And then just like that, your ad is created. You're going to hit publish, and you're going to publish it, and that's it. So it's super easy and super simple to get going with this, and from that point, you'll monitor your results under campaigns here. You can see here, I've got more leads, I think, that came in since we started the video here on this one. And you'll monitor the leads as they come in, and automatically, DialHawk is going to be in the background tracking the calls. This is a demo account. Tracking the calls, sending them off to the nail salon, totaling them up for the reports, and then you're billing them automatically all on autopilot. And like I said, this has training and everything that comes with it. But if you're not a member yet, now is the perfect time to join because of the fact that you're going to get access to these future coaching sessions. So again, to recap, decide on an offer, set up a 2-page lander, and then set up a simple Facebook ad with hyper geo targeting, meaning like you're just targeting that specific little neighborhood of where the business wants to get customers in. And that's it. It's really that easy. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this session. And if you want to get more one-on-one help, the best way to do that, the best way to start your AI lead gen agency is to get started over at pauljames.com/activate, and then get going with us. And we have our next coaching session in a few days. So you'll get immediately enrolled in that. They're held through GoToWebinar usually, and you'll get emails that come from events@pauljames.com with those notifications. You get access to the replay so you can rewatch them. So yeah, I would recommend signing up for that immediately and get that set up. And then if you want to get started with a landing page builder with a free 30-day trial, the best deal on that right now is HighLevelPages.com, which will be this page, and you get that free course along with it. That's going to show you how to set up domains to that and everything. So anyways, guys, I am really looking forward to working with you. If you're already a member of DialHawk and you haven't been getting invited to these sessions, either check to make sure your account is active, and if it's not, reactivate it, and you can join us for the next session in a few days, because we're not going to be holding it here again. We're going to do it privately. And if you need any help, just reach out to support. And if you're not a member, just join and you'll get access to the future sessions. This is the quickest way to get going and get up and running is by following someone that's doing what they say they're doing, and they're in the trenches like I am. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate it.